Just wanted to ask about the way Nier-Sabally stepped up today, particularly in the first quarter when there was early foul trouble.
Yeah, Nini has just been playing amazing, getting downhill, just affecting the rebounding, getting on the board. So we need that from her every night, and we try to pour and try to let her know that she can do that every night, and we expect that.
Appreciate your time and insight. Good luck.
Miles?
Hey, Sabrina, you finished today with 34 points and 7 threes, including 2 in that overtime period. Your last 30-point outing came in another overtime win back against Washington, where you also hit a pair of threes during the extra time. It's a long season. These are long games. How do you continue to thrive, especially from deep at the end of these games?
I mean, I'm not tired. So that's really what it is. We push ourselves in practice. The goal is to be the best conditioned team, and that's something that we take pride in, is pushing the ball, getting up and down. When we have practice days, going hard to be able to, withstand overtime games in long periods of time of when we're getting up and down and shots have to go in. So I know, we'll never let fatigue or anything else kick in, and because that's something in our control.
And Jonquel, I wanted to follow up on that and ask you about Sabrina late in the game, because as a team, you didn't score from the field a bucket in the last 7:27 of regulation, but she does step to the line and hit six free throws down the stretch, and then a couple of those buckets in overtime. So what does it mean for you on this team, being able to lean on her in those clutch moments and knowing that she's going to come through time and again?
Yeah, the entire team leans on her. Like you said, she's done it before. We've seen her do it time and time again. So she's a clutch player, and when it gets tough, she's hitting big shots. So I think we all look for her, especially late game, to get to the free throw line and knock those shots down. And she shoots it with the same fluidity and same poise that she shoots it early in the first quarter. So definitely our go-to person late.
Thank you. Enjoy the break, everybody.
Thank you.
Jackie?
Hi all, congrats on the win and the Commissioner's Cup berth. Sandy, first for you. Marine is still really struggling shooting. I'm just curious what medicine there is for a shooting slump like this, and how do you encourage her to continue to find ways to contribute even when the shots don't fall?
Yeah, look, she has to keep shooting. She's a great shooter. We all know that. We have to put her in positions where, she gets open looks, and she's just got to stay confident. She just have to, as a shooter, just have to make one. And we believe in her, and I think it's always the break's probably good for everyone. Come back and have a little new season, and get ready for the next one. So Marine will be okay. She's just, like I said, when you see that one go in, I think that will help. But she's had some good shots tonight. She just missed them.
Sure. And for JJ and Sabrina, there were a lot of moments in this game where it looked like you all were playing not to lose rather than to win. But what was the moment where you felt like the flip sort of switched?
I think we just weathered the storm. This is a really good team, a dangerous team, and a team that has nothing to lose. And, we took our foot off the gas a little bit, and they capitalized on that opportunity. So I think for us, it's just a learning opportunity. We got to play for 40 minutes as hard as, we can, and focus on the things that we can control, and not let a team see a couple go in and play with confidence. And so I'm happy we buckled down in overtime and were able to get stops when we needed to and pull out the win. But, we should have been able to do it in 4 quarters. I think for us it's going to be something we're going to go back and watch film on and learn. But for now, I think we're going to take this win, enjoy the fact that we're in the Commissioner's Cup, and enjoy our All-Star break and come back with a lot of momentum leading into the second half of the season.
Thank you.
Fifi?
Yeah, congrats on the win. First one's for the players. Another tough win, got it out today, and going into the All-Star break 14-4. So how would you kind of assess the team's performance, and how would you kind of assess you guys with going into the halfway mark?
I think Sabrina kind of hit the nail on the head with our performance tonight, just letting our foot off the gas and not really finishing the team when we had a chance to finish them without going into extra time. I think we have to look in the mirror as individuals and as a team and realize that now it's happened a few times too many, and understanding that we have to be better after the break, and that is something that we have to fix. So I think that's the main thing. But I also feel like our chemistry has grown so much. When you look at that first game against DC versus how we are now and how we play now, we're a completely different team. Like Sabrina said, our pace has gone up. Our chemistry, like I said before, has gone up, and we're moving and trending in the right direction. So I think a really good start to the season for the first half, and so much more to improve on so that we can be better at and take it to the next level in the second half.
Thank you. And second question is for Coach. Second game against Aaliyah Boston this season. Looked like she's playing really well out there. What do you think is kind of contributing to her seamless transition from college into the WNBA?
Well, I think her game's suited to the pros. Just tells you, I think she's enjoying. We tried to throw some traps at her, but she was triple teamed in college and that. But I think she's just very skilled. She's got good touch around the basket. She rebounds extremely well. She really works for her positioning. She's a handful. And she's only going to get better and better. So it's good when young kids come in and they're obviously with the team and they're focal point. They can get to play a lot and learn through their mistakes. But I've been really, really impressed with her. And obviously she is an all-star. So it's not that we're not talking about a great player here.
Thank you so much. Safe travels. Enjoy the break.
We have time for one more from Mike.
Hey guys, appreciate the time. My first question is for Sabrina. Obviously, we talked about in the preseason about the first half of this season really being about building chemistry together and finding that niche that you guys could have. So I was wondering, for the second half of this season, what are you looking forward to the most to really build with this team?
Yeah, I mean, chemistry is still our number one priority because that's, the toughest hurdle that we have to get over as a new team, and figuring out tendencies of one another, how we can, help one another. Get in positions and, on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. And so every game is an opportunity for us to grow in that category. And we're going to have to continue to iron it out. Like JJ said, it's happened a couple of times now. And at a certain point, we got to put a stop to it. And that's going to come the second half of the season because we're playing for a championship and not just playing to get by. And so I'm excited for the second half to see our growth in comparison to the first half and see how we can continue to get better, to push and, make a playoff run.
And then JJ, you had the behind the look pass, the salute, obviously later in the stretch. I was wondering for you, I mean, what really went into that? And it was just a great look overall. So I was curious, like, what were you seeing on the court and how you found her?
Yeah, just playing, not overthinking the game, having fun. And I could kind of feel it, and I just did it.
And JJ's a great passer. Don't let her fool you. She's one of our better passers, so I'm going to praise her because
Thank you.
she won't.
Appreciate the time, guys.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thanks, everyone.